Star Wars Episode 9 is set to deliver tons of twists and turns and surprises by writer and director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really eager to learn more about when it comes to Star Wars Episode 9 has all to do with the two main characters, that of course being Rey and Kylo Ren. That of course being because Kylo Ren will be taken down a far darker path in this film, and a lot of elements of Darth Vader will be added to the character. And when it comes to Rey, J.J. Abrams will be applying a very important lineage to the character, and will be changing many of the different elements within her. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, one thing that really does intrigue me is that one of the plot twists in Star Wars Episode 9 is actually going to change the character of Rey and her identity in this movie. And this is something that a lot of people are really trying to figure out right now as to what this could possibly all mean. Exactly which character is Rey going to be connected to in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, there are little hints here and there that she could very well be a descendant of a Kenobi. I can't think of any other reason as to why J.J. Abrams would actually throw in the voice of Obi-Wan talking to Rey in The Force Awakens. Now, we do know that at the time of filming Episode 7, J.J. Abrams had actually planned to give Rey a very important lineage in the sequel trilogy at some point in time. And so, if we look at Episode 9, now that he is back as the director and the writer, he is going to be doing just that. So when it comes to not just her identity, but also her name, and a lot of different elements of the character will be changed by one of the major plot twists in Star Wars Episode 9. So, I gotta say one thing here. When we look at the character of Rey in both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, both of those films, since there is no time jump or time gap in between the two, we really didn't get a whole lot of character development for the character jumping from The Force Awakens into The Last Jedi, other than her looking more Jedi-like. Now, going into Episode 9 here, which is actually said to take place 1 year after the events of The Last Jedi, which is enough time for Rey to at least progress in a certain way, or evolve in a certain way to getting closer to becoming a Jedi Knight. We do know that she has the ancient Jedi texts, as well as C-3PO helping her out by translating everything, and gaining all the knowledge that she needs to know. So, that was also hinted by Yoda in The Last Jedi. So, looking at Episode 9, the fact that they are changing elements of Rey, and that one of the major plot twists in this film is going to have a big impact on Rey's identity, her lineage, and especially her actual, lineage itself, will be a very important piece in Episode 9. Now, the thing is this, if we actually look at Rey in Episode 9, we do know that J.J. Abrams is really going to make this character kind of like Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, where she's pretty much mastered now, right? She has evolved. Ever since the last film, now she has evolved. She will actually have a lot of scenes with Poe and Finn working together as a team, which is another great thing. And we also know that this movie is going to explore a lot of Jedi and Sith lore. So her identity could very well be explored through either Force ghosts of Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Luke, or maybe even a Sith holocron or a Jedi holocron around those lines. The possibilities really are endless as to what kind of plot twist will actually change the character of Rey. Me personally, I believe that this plot twist that will change her has all to do with her parents. I think that there's more to the story to her parents than we already know. John Williams himself even said before in a podcast that he doesn't buy it at all. He doesn't believe that her parents are nobody. And it's quite ironic that John Williams, of all people, right, would actually say that in a podcast. The man who makes the music, the man, whose music actually has a lot of hidden clues as to who is who and who's connected to who in the Star Wars franchise. And that's one thing that I really do love about Star Wars, is it's not just the visuals, it's also the music that tells a story. And if you listen carefully to a lot of the characters' themes in Star Wars, you know, the sequel trilogy specifically. You can hear a lot of elements of past films from the prequels and even in the originals in there. So with that being said, guys, what do you think about this this big plot twist that's actually going to change the character of Rey? Is this a good or a bad idea? Do you like where Rey stands right now? Is she a good character in your point of view? You know, do they need to fix the character or change her in order to significantly evolve the character and of course, in order to shock the fans, in order to really kind of just place in a lot of surprises and make us look at The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi in a different way? Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No. From night to moon, we hear their moans again. No.